When my dad used to send money to Jamaica, and we used to get these little parcels. So you get an envelope coming the door, collect your parcel from Brook Road, and we'll get this little parcel of records. Now, it never ever valued the money that my dad would send. They would send like 10 records. You know, and you know the records might have only cost 20 pence each or something, but those 10 records, you might get 5 records that are good and the other 5 was rubbish. But it made him able to play something that somebody else couldn't play. And all the sounds did that. So if you sent money to Jamaica, I sent money to Jamaica, what would happen? You would get a different 10 records enough. And you would play out, and before they were dub plates, it was like who could play the most hottest record or created to be the hottest record. And you know what I mean, that's how the records, and then you know what I mean, slowly you started to get the record shops. So you had Rita, you had Wrigley Road, you had the different shops about the places, and that's how the records used to come. And then the importing really expanded, and then we had the pre-shops, and that's where how the music thing really set up. And then for us as young musicians, because I went to music lessons, and it was them days, it was compulsory to do music in school. So in the common rooms where there was a piano, everybody would crowd around the piano, and 4 guys would play different parts on the piano. There was always a guy who could sing. Our school didn't have drums, so there was a man tapping on top of the piano, and that's what we did in our break. Play music, and then that would develop into creating a band, and so on. Or we would go to like Clisso Park School, because they had a drum set, and they had electric bass and electric. So we would like go down in the evenings, and Cherry Class, she was there. She was instrumental in a lot of bands who wanted to be bands, and we said, can we play your instruments? So we'll go there. And that, you know, and the same sound system mentality in competition also came in the group thing. So we would play to compete, you know what I mean, how good are you, you know what I mean, and that's how it was.
Yeah. And then at this moment, Lovers Rock emerged.
Well, see, that Lovers Rock music was always around, but it was, you know, like when you talk about bands like Chosen Few, You're a Big Girl Now, Derek Harriott, Let Me Down Easy, Go Away Dream, you know what I mean, Weather Report, Tenors, all those songs were like early 70s, and you know, Ken Booth. And what happened was, all the groups like Stylistics, the Spinners, you know, It's a Shame, all them kind of records. And because of the hotel industry in Jamaica, those guys had to go around and to entertain people. So any kind of band you had in America, you had a Jamaican version of them. And then they started to record. So there was always Lovers type music. But growing up in the early 70s, we were searching as youths. So even though you had those lover songs, you had records like Diverse Doctrine, which is talking about culture. You know what I mean? Where, you know what I mean, 2 sevens gonna clash. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Talking about, you know what I mean, our identity. We're going back to Africa, Marcus Garvey, slavery, you know, so you had Burning Spear, all those guys singing these records, and which we obviously gravitate to, because as youths, especially if you had traveled to Jamaica, you realize when you go to Jamaica, you're not Jamaican, because they're calling you English. And then you're in England and they're calling you West Indian, or so we had no identity as youth. And so when the whole Rastafari thing came, but it wasn't so much being a Rasta, it was identifying with that black type religion thing. And so right up, you know, so 72, 73, 74, 75, even though you had love songs, we were very radical and very roots. 76, we started to have to deal with our own problems here. So as a result, hence the reason why I made Six Man, because we were youth coming through, and I would go to school with somebody, but he was a Six Man and I wasn't. Or because you dress smart, girls will automatically assume that you was a Six Man. And what we were saying is like, come on, can't be right. And they used to say, no, we want tea from white people. I said, yeah, but when you're hungry and you see a bag, it's not gonna have no colour. And I remember walking to rehearsal from Downs Road, walking up Downs Road, and as I got to Rectory Road, I heard this black woman screaming, and I saw this black boy run down the road. And literally that week, I made that record. And it was strange because by this time now I'm playing my sound, and we're playing the roots and we're playing the lovers type stuff, but there wasn't much British lovers rock. You know what I mean? There was Caught You in a Lie, you know what I mean? And at the time that might have been the only recognized British record. But because we were like the next youngest sound, or the first youngest sound that was British based, and you know, and we were, and because I suppose because of my connection with the group, we was also able to play in the club, and because we had Downs Road, we could play the blueses. So we were lucky because we were fast forward because we already had a sound. And Lovers Rock came slightly after that, because for me, I went to Jamaica with my Black Slate music, and you know, meeting all these musicians who you identified with, like, or you idolized. Now by this time I had back Dennis Brown, Delroy Wilson, the Heptones, Johnny Clark, every single reggae artist that had come to England, I had backed them with Black Slate. Anyway, King Tubby's turned around and said to me, you man, no English man can't play reggae. And I said, you can't tell me that. And I backed Wally. He said, me not care on the car reggae. And by this time I had already bought some dub plates from him, from my son. And I was so upset. I said, I'm not playing no more reggae music from Jamaica on my sound. And when I came back, two things happened. One, they stole my old record box.